Before I get into the eyeshadows, I wanted to talk about what I posted on Instagram yesterday, or last night. So, I was watching a Beauty Guru Made Me Do It video, Paula. I believe it was her This or That tag. And she mentioned that another YouTuber had done a video giving shout-outs to people that she really liked or was inspired by or something like that. And because she had hit 1,000 subscribers. So I went to see the video because I was interested in who all she talked about, and I wanted to see what she had said, because Paula said in the video that this person was just a really kind individual who was clearly not just in it for herself, and that's something that I really appreciate in just a YouTuber in general, or a person in general, but also specifically as a project panner. I like to see people who care about the community and building friendships, because that's sort of the point of being on a social media platform, right? So I go to this video and I'm watching it, and she's basically talking about all of my favorite YouTubers. Like, she talked about Amber, she talked about Kaylee, Paula, LS. Like, she went through a list of people that I'm inspired by, that I really like. And all of a sudden, I think it was right after Kaylee, all of a sudden I hear my name, or not my, yeah, my name, and then my YouTube username, which is Life of a Fat Chick, and then I see my profile picture, and like, I was so shocked, and I was so confused, because in my mind, and I sort of talked about this on Instagram, people obviously watch what I'm doing, but it's almost like I'm always talking to myself, and I feel like I just feel like I'm not talking to anybody when I make videos. Like, I don't feel like anybody's watching, and I feel like that's why I'm comfortable enough to just say whatever I want, because I'm like, nobody's watching anyway, even though clearly people are. So it felt really like, I think the word I was using last night was surreal, which I believe I'm using that right, but maybe I don't know the definition, I don't know. But like, it was, and the same thing happened when Amber made a video talking about my video. And that was one of the only videos where I felt like I was talking to people, because in my mind when I was filming that video, I was imagining how Amber specifically might react to it, because Pan That Palette is the project that she came up with. And I feel like you can tell the difference between a normal Project Pan video from me versus that one, because in that one, I clearly am aware that people are going to be watching it. And so, generally, I just feel like I'm talking to myself. And so, to have someone actually quote part of my video and talk about me because they actually watch what I'm doing, that felt weird, obviously in a good way, but like, it's so strange to me, and I was so grateful because she was saying such nice things. And then I saw, I scrolled down and I saw it said June 29th, and I'm like, this was posted in June, and it's like July. It's basically almost August, and this video came out over a month ago now, because today's the 31st of July. So I felt really bad. And then I went to, so Paula's video was posted, I believe, July 29th, because I watched it yesterday, so it was 2 days ago. So I think what happened is she didn't, the person I'm talking about, which I don't even think I said her name yet. Her name is Jessica Payne. I don't think she was tagging people. I don't even know if you can tag someone on YouTube. I don't know. She wasn't going around telling people, watch my video because I talked about you, which I understand, because I would be too afraid to do that. Like, you know what I mean? So I felt bad, but I was like, I wish someone would have told me. I wish she would have told me, or somebody who had watched it would have told me. And what I was talking about on Instagram is like, I just feel like the reason is because I sort of put out content, but I don't I make it seem like I don't watch other people's videos and I don't feel like I interact a lot with other people. And I feel like it's because of my anxiety that basically what happens is I'll watch a lot of people's videos and I'll enjoy them, but if there's not something specific for me to say in a comment, I feel really anxious about what I should say in a comment because YouTube doesn't tell you who's watching. So it's not like Instagram where you can like a post without commenting and then that person knows you saw it. With videos, it's like you either leave a comment or it just is a anonymous view. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize I watch their videos and enjoy them because I'm not talking to them. So then I feel like in that way, it's basically like I don't even watch their videos and it sort of isolates me from other people. I felt really bad that I didn't see that video and I didn't comment at the time saying thank you for mentioning me and saying nice things about me. And I was getting into on Instagram more about how I'm trying to be more involved, where I leave comments on videos even when I don't really know what to say, because I get into this thing where I'll type out like a whole paragraph of just nice things I want to say about a video that I've watched, and then I feel like it's stupid or that they'll think I'm weird or something, so then I just delete the whole comment and then I never end up commenting. Or I'll watch videos and then I won't comment at all. And I know that that's just me creating something in my mind that isn't there, but it feels like I'm like, I don't know, I'm like hiding myself in that way because I don't want to be myself too much, because then people might not like me, and then that's the thing with social anxiety. It's like the fear of being negatively evaluated, and it's like, so what if they do dislike you? Like, then what? Does it matter? And I just feel like sometimes I put so much value on that it sort of consumes all of my life choices, including what I do on the internet. And I was talking to Amanda D, who is Makeup Junkie 80 on Instagram. And she also has social anxiety, and she was messaging me privately last night after I did tag her in that post because I was talking about how, I don't even remember why I was talking about her specifically. But, and I told her in the messaging, I was watching one of her BookTube videos last night, which, for those of you that don't know, BookTube is just book YouTube, like, instead of the beauty community, it's like the book community. So whatever, I don't really read that much outside of books I have to read for college. So, what was I saying? I don't even know. Oh, so I was watching her video and I didn't really have anything in particular to say, but I feel weird about commenting, just letting you know I watched your video and I liked it, because I don't know, I just feel like I don't want to come across as weird, even though I am weird, and that's, like, the people that I'm closest to like me because I'm weird, and they think that I'm fun, and they don't care that I'm loud and annoying, or that they find me annoying, but in an endearing way almost. So, like, I don't know, and I now that I think about it, when I say it out loud, that comment's not even weird, but you have to understand that when I'm just overanalyzing everything, I try to make my comments seem as normal as possible because I'm afraid of the way people will think about me without I don't even know. So with social anxiety, it's more like, even when people are nice to me, I overthink how I feel like they're thinking about me, which would be different than how they act. When people are talking to me online, I almost try to influence how they're going to think about me or talk about me to themselves or others with the way that I talk to them. And I sort of try to gauge what that thought process is based on their actual responses, which is like clearly psychotic. Like, that doesn't even make sense, and that's like so much effort in overthinking just for YouTube comments, but like that's how I am in real life as well. Like when I'm talking to my friends, even my best friend, sometimes I will just decide based on nothing that they must be annoyed by me or thinking I'm weird at some point. So then I try to fix that by saying something else that'll make them laugh or something like that. And it's really unnecessary, but that's just how my mind works. And I was talking to Amanda about how, like in my real life, I don't have that many friends because I don't know how to talk to people. And it's not that, I also told her I'm like high functioning anxiety, which I don't really know how to explain that in a short way in a video, but basically I do best with people who are extroverted or people who, I know this is going to sound bad, but people that look different versus pretty people. I don't like to be around people my age who are skinny or pretty because in my mind, those are the people that are going to say one thing to my face and think another. So I feel like I identify more with people who are either also overweight or people who I'm not saying that I think these people are ugly, but just that they don't look like the standard ideal of beauty, which I don't think I do either. I think I'm very pretty. I just don't think I fit the standard. And I feel like that's the kind of people I gravitate towards because I feel like in my mind, I'm also thinking about what they must be thinking. And in my mind, they're thinking that they're a part of that same group with me so they don't judge me. And that's the thing. It's like, I try to avoid judgment so much that I limit who I talk to. I limit the amount of people I become friends with. I do get along better with people who are older than me because I do think that, in my mind, people who are like 30 plus aren't going to be judging me because I'm not even in their age range. So it's mainly people who are my age who are normal looking or attractive or something like that. Those are the people that I feel like I can't talk to. So then in my real life, I'm very quiet. It's even more difficult for me to talk to people who I don't know or who I feel like would judge me when I don't have somebody there that I feel safe around, because when I'm around people I don't know with someone I'm comfortable with, I think in psychology, I told Amanda this, it's called a safety cue, which when I was learning about it in psychology, it was basically in abnormal psychology, it's like if you have someone you're comfortable with and you go out in public, so then you don't have that much anxiety, and then you're able to do things you normally wouldn't, but that's not necessarily a good thing because what are you going to do when that person's not there? So it's sort of like a crutch, kind of. But I like having that crutch, obviously, because it makes me feel better, and I feel like I can talk to people more. And I think part of it is when I'm on the internet, there's no safety cue. I'm not talking to people. Like, when I'm commenting on a video, it's not like me, my best friend, standing somewhere talking to somebody who's with us. There's nothing there to keep me from feeling anxious and overthinking things, especially when it's people that I feel not threatened by, but you get what I mean. People that I feel like are going to negatively evaluate me without saying it out loud or in a comment or whatever. So what I end up doing is I just don't interact with people, even though the whole point of making videos or Instagram posts related to makeup is so I can become friends with people on the internet who have a similar interest in me. So I know that sounds like it's like completely separate from what was happening, but basically in my mind, the reason that I missed the video and nobody told me about it, and the reason I feel bad, is because I feel like I've isolated myself because I can't get over the fear of what I think people are going to think about me, and it sucks, but like that's just my life. So I don't even know what the conclusion of that was, but I just wanted to thank Jessica Payne, who talked about me, even though when I watch her videos, I don't think I've ever commented, even though I've been subscribed to her for a while. I just wanted to thank her for being kind to me and wanting to include me, and other people who try to include me even when I'm not very social with them. This is a really long intro. I don't even remember what the point was. The point is, if you go out of your way to include me or to comment on my videos, even though I don't respond or I don't comment on your videos, I just want to say thank you, because it does mean a lot to me, because I feel like sometimes I create my own problem where I have some social anxiety because I feel like nobody wants to be my friend. So then I don't talk to people, so then I have no friends. So then I have anxiety, and then it just keeps going. So I appreciate people that sort of break that cycle for me, because it's really hard for me to do myself. And I'm trying to comment more. So if you get a comment from me and it's just emojis, that just means I watched it and I liked it, but I couldn't think of anything to say. And that's just me letting you know I actually watch your videos. So, and I hope that doesn't come across as weird when you see them. And I think that might be just me overanalyzing, because I think some people do that too. I don't know. But I just feel like that's the thing. I always think whatever I'm going to do is going to be weird. But it's like, I am weird. So does it matter? Probably not. I don't know. So whatever. Let me get into what I was actually supposed to film about today.